Hello, hello, hello. What is going on, everyone? Happy divine rising. Rise and shine. Let's get this paper. We're going to be starting here in just a second. Go ahead and drop OTC in the chat bar. Like get this party started. We are going to get this party started in just 2 minutes. Glad to have everybody on the line today. We're also live on Facebook. All right. Welcome in, Sean. You got what's up, Miss J? Just vibing to a little tunes today. Yes, dropping that OTC. All right, we're gonna start at literally 8:02. We're gonna dive straight into it at 8:02. So 1 more minute. We're live and direct right now. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome on the Facebook world. All right, 30 seconds, and we diving in 30 seconds. 30 seconds, we diving in. 15 seconds, we diving in. Let's get it, y'all. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. We starting in 5 seconds. All right, y'all, let's dive into it. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. I'm gonna turn this music down. You guys, my name is Isis Love. I do this Tuesday markup session every Tuesday at 8 a.m. Right, every Tuesday at 8 a.m. I do this live session, you guys. So I know we pretty much has a lot of charts marked up last night if you got on the last night session. However, like I said, I always do a Tuesday session. So really quick before we dive in, I like to do something called like some charts already marked up, kind of just go over what happened and then remark the charts up for a new start. Now I normally do like US 30 and some cryptocurrency. We will also do some forex pairs as well. But I wanted to show you guys how amazing this strategy is, and it's just a simple strategy of break, retest, trade. I think last night Akil may have showed the way he does it, and I have a way that I kind of do it, which is similar, right? But nevertheless, it's the break, retest, trade strategy, right? So really quick, let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about what happened. So for me, I put my resistance and my support, right? So before all of this activity happened, I just had these two black lines, right? Two black lines, that's it. And all I do is I set it up. If it breaks above, I'm buying. If it breaks below, I'm selling, right? And so if you look at this, and if you look at what happened where I have these words at, look at this arrow, this whole black candle broke through my support, right? It broke through the support. You got two black lines right here, right? And this candle broke through the support, the bottom line, the sell line, right? So that's why I have the word break right here, right? So after it broke, that's the first step. You're waiting for a break of the structure above or below, right? And then the second thing that you wait for is a retest, right? And this green candle kind of came back and retested this area where it broke out from. Now, most people probably, maybe they would have seen this as a breakout or maybe they haven't. But for me, I was able to see that, okay, this is a retest, right? And then you could have entered the market right here. And remember, you only need 30 pips. So if you would have entered here, you could have took it down to here, which is about 30 pips, that blue line. And then it even went further to about 87 pips. So you could have got in there on the break, the retest, and the trade, and then it turned around and it did it again, right? It came back, it broke this line which was our take profit. It retest right where it broke out from, and look, you could have traded again back to the same take profit. It went back again about 61 pips. So you could have ate twice on that sale, right? Now here we are present day. The market it was down and all of a sudden it shot back up. Now here we go with the same thing. Break, retest, trade. That's 52 pips right there. Right? So it just keeps doing the same thing. Break, retest, trade. Retest, trade, retest, trade. Right now it's basically retesting. So let's mark this one back up. I just wanted to show you guys like how the strategy works, right? This session is not so much teaching, it's more so chart markups. If you guys want to know about this strategy definitely came from Christopher Derrick. I do a slightly different. He does the whole 2 double lines. Like there's nothing wrong with doing the I think Christopher Derrick does it just like how I think Akil got it from Christopher Derrick like this. But I used to put the 2 lines. There's nothing wrong with it. But ultimately, I wanted to break this black line, so I don't even worry about putting that one on there because I wanted to ultimately break that one. Period. Anyway, right? So what I do is I always go to the hour chart, right? I always go to the hour chart, and so what I do next is I identify where the market currently is, right? And if you guys didn't know, this is the hour chart. What I can do, I can tell you guys that the market is right here, right? And in 54 minutes, if we look to my right, there's a little cute little time clock right here, right? So in 52 minutes, it's going to take 52 minutes for this candle to form right here. 52 minutes just for this candle to form, right? So this is where the market currently is right here, right? So I'm going to delete all this. So what I do is, since I know this is a market, I look to my left and I look for the next area of where the market resists at. Right, where the market resists. And what do I mean? What do you mean by that, Isis? Well, if you look at the tip of this candle, it seemed to go up here and fall back down. And if I look in the past, right, if I look at the past, because that's all the trade does, it's the same thing. Remember, we're focusing on this black line. Let's make it a little thick. Hold on, before I show y'all. Let's make this black line a little thick, right? So we're focusing on this black line. I need this to break this black line before I even get in for a buy. Because if I look at the past, look at how this candle can't break the black line there. It can't break it there, there, or there. It's literally struggling to break this black line, right? Like it's having trouble passing through. Even right here, it couldn't even break it. Even right here, it came down, it couldn't break it. So like what I do is, for me, I know, okay, this is a strong level. I don't even have to keep going back further and further. I just put my resistance, and then I identify my lowest point, my next lowest point to the left. So if I look to the left, right, my next kind of area of where the market has been getting stuck is right in this area. Right, hold on. Right, so I go to my left, I look for the next lower area, the next lower candle, which is right here. And once again, you can always check your area by just paying attention. Like, look right here. It came up, it got stuck. Right here, these candles tap this area. These candles tap this area. These candles tap this area. The second black area is a area where the market comes to or struggles to pass. Like, look at all of this right here. Right? So same thing, the market is having trouble breaking through this line. And you can go even back even further. I mean, it's the same thing. Look at all of this right here. It's the same thing. These same 2 black lines that we marked up. The market is having trouble. It just keeps tapping and wicking at this line. So what that tells me is, before I even get into this market, I want to make sure that the market breaks above or break below. So it's kind of like you just set it up and you wait for the money to come to you. So you want it to break above, right? Not only do you want it to break and close, meaning I look for the break and close on a 15-minute chart. So after I mark it up on the hour, I'm looking for the move on a 15-minute chart. That means I need a whole 15-minute candle to break through this black line. I need it to close there strong. And then I want to see it come back down and retest the previous area that it came out of. And then the third confirmation is I should be able to see green candles. I should be able to see a green candle start to go up. And remember, I only need 30 pips, right? And it's the same thing. If it breaks below, we want it to break through and close. We want to see the candle go back up and retest. And then the third confirmation is we should start to see some red candles because it should be coming back down, right? So I can drop this in a group, but let's look at it again, how it looks. So this one's basically done, right? This is a brand new one. We're waiting for it to either continue to buy up or sell. So I'll put that in the group, right? Now GBP, this is another one that already had went. I want you guys to see how beautiful it was. So the take profits was 1, 2, and 3, right? I marked this up yesterday, rising. I marked this up yesterday at 9:45, right? Whoa, my computer is spazzing out. Hold on, y'all. Whoa, I don't know what's going on. Hold on, y'all. Can y'all still hear me? Can everybody still hear me? Are y'all able to hear me? Hold on. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, but y'all see my computer glitching up like that too, though, right?
It actually looks okay.
Oh, really? On my end, it's over here glitching out. Like it's like almost like somebody put water in it or something. Hold on, y'all. Dang, it's spazzing out. All right, hold on. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
It's like my whole screen is black. Only thing I see is my
Oh,
book up there.
yeah,
Dang, hold on, y'all.
we see the screen pretty good.
All right, y'all, we back in business. That was really spooky. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like the whole computer was like spazzing out, y'all. I couldn't even see y'all. All right, let's get back into the mix though. All right, we're gonna put the music back on. A little chill hop. We're gonna go back to the charts. Now let's look at it. Now this whole candle, remember, so I know I got quite a few lines, but just pay attention to this black line, make it bigger, and this black line. So what did I do? I waited. I waited for the market to either break above or below. So we minding our Q business, we minding our Q business, we minding our business. Bam, there goes the breakout. That's the first confirmation, break. Right? Now what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the market to retest. Confirmation number 2, retest. Right here, this green candle touched this area that it previously broke out of. Right? So I would have entered right here on this red candle. Now my stop loss would have been 30 pips back. As you can see, the market kind of went up, it kind of went down, it went up, it went down, it went up and down. You was in a lot of consolidation. Finally, the market broke out and hit take profit around 1 in the morning the next day. So you would have been in this trade for a whole day. But as you see, take profit 1 was hit, take profit 2 was hit, and take profit 3 was hit, right? Now, just wanted to show you guys, we're gonna remark this trade up. This has already hit all 3 take profits, right? It already has hit the take profits 1, 2, and 3. So what we do, once again, we remark the chart up on the hour. What do we got? What's the first thing we identify, y'all? Anybody?
The most recent high.
Yes, right there, right? And if I go back in the past, Look at how this area is being, I always look to see how it's being tested. This little black line right there, couldn't break it. It's struggling there, all up in here, all up in this area. The market, even it passed through a little bit, but ultimately it got stuck, right? So this is a strong level of resistance that we do want to see break the top before we enter in on a buy, right? So now also I'm gonna be looking for my support, right? So I'm gonna go to the bottom of this green can. I'm looking to my left and looking for the next lowest point, which is about right there. And your lines might be slightly just, might be slightly just a tad bit different, but as long as you're around that area. Now, the reason why I chose this area, I'm going to tell you why. Sometimes I look at the 4-hour chart as well, just to kind of see like, what is it doing? Is it lining up with the hour? So when you look at this bottom line, once again, let's look at it so I can feel confident about my line. Look at all in this area. What do y'all see in this little area while I'm hovering the arrow at? What do you guys see in this area right here?
Consolidation.
Consolidation. And we know we're not getting in on that, right? So the market is active around this area. Look at this right here. It came down, it couldn't break this area. It came down, it couldn't break it. It came up, it couldn't break it. It came down and broke it a little bit, but ultimately got stuck, right? So with that being said, this area, like I said, is an area that we want to pay attention to, right? I mean, we could just keep going back. I mean, look, it's the same thing. These two lines we drew, the market keeps getting stuck in there. Look at that. Once again, this is all the way back in the 12th of this month. The market is getting stuck in there. We could just keep going back. Look at this. The market comes up. It can't break that black line. So once again, it's stuck in a black line. So you don't even have to go that far back. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have to go that far back. But I'm just showing you guys, like, the market just does the same thing over and over and over again, like clockwork, right? So even if, I mean, that was 60 pips. Like, even let's just say we had got in right here, we waited for it to break above or break below. This whole candle broke below this black line, right? And retest all the way back. You could have entered at the tip of this red candle. That's 63 pips. Right. So I'm telling you, this the breaking test trade is, I feel like, the most simplest strategy. I just make it even more simpler. I just do 2 lines. Like I said, you can do the whole double. If you guys got on the call last night, you probably seen like the whole double line, and you could do that too. I ultimately, like I said, I just do 1 line because it's the ultimate line. I'm waiting for it to break. Like, I could have did like this and put that on there and said, I want it to break, um, this right here, but ultimately at the end of the day, I stopped drawing both lines because ultimately I wanted to pass this line right here, regardless if I had 2 or 1 on there. I wanted to pass this line right here,
This
right?
was
Huh?
coming. Oh,
What happened? Oh, okay. I'm not sure what cracked off. So I could drop this one in the group too, you guys, right? So we're just going through the line. These are a couple pairs that I trade. It's the same thing with the US 30. Like, I think we kind of waiting on this one to move right now too. Hold on. US 30 is a little intense, especially for new traders. Um, it's really recommended that new traders get your feet wet with some forex pairs first. But I always say sometimes it's like a thin line between being coachable and teachable, because you gotta be coachable and teachable. But at the same time, some people trade very sentimental. Does anybody know what sentimental trading is? Any, Anybody know what that means?
I think it's how the market, like how you feel or how the market, what the market is feeling, if that's makes any
Yeah,
sense.
you're kind of using your emotions. You're kind of intuitively tapped into the market. So I do a lot of that on the market as well. And you can do that also, especially when you start to study one pair, right? You're studying to study like one pair. Yes, that news, I love it. That's why, and I'll get on that in a second. But if you study that one pair, you'll start to like get to form a relationship. But yes, the news, when I'm trading US 30 or indices or stocks, I'm definitely using fundamentals, like definitely using fundamentals. That helps me out so much. Like when I know that the news is negative, it supports my sell better, you know? So I see, boom, it broke my sell area and the news is negative. So I'm feeling really positive. So this one right here, it kind of basically retests, but we wanted to break above before we even get in. This candle right here looks very, very weak. It doesn't look like it's strong enough to drive the momentum of the market down. So we should continue to see this one go up. But once again, we're waiting for it to break above, come back down and retest and go back up, right? Let me see if somebody has something. Okay. I just recently picked EU to stay. Okay, cool. You like EU? All right, bet. EU, I like EU too. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. If you're just tuning in on the Facebook group, welcome to the call as well. I'm gonna do another chart, y'all, and then we can mark up some charts that you have. Follow me on IG. I just want to put my IG up here for the people on social media. Just tuning in. Y'all just tuning in on social media, definitely follow. And if you're on here on the squad, follow me on IG for sure. If you're not following me, I'm about to go on out of country trip. It's gonna be really lit. I want you guys to stay close to the content. So real quick, so we got that right. Now we're gonna do UCAD. Same thing. It's sexy AF, y'all. It does the same thing over and over. We mark up on the hour. It's so sexy. I want y'all to see how sexy it is with me. It does something to my toes. Like my toes just curled over for a second. Now look at this. This was take profit 1. This was take profit 2. This is take profit 3. Oh my gosh, it's just sexy AF. Look at this. If y'all see it, just put sexy AF in the chat bar. Bam, it broke through right here. There go to breakout. Bam. They'll go to retest on the original line it broke out of. Woo! All the way up. Take profit 1, 2, 3. Guess what? You only need 30 pips. Look at how sexy this is. This thing went up. It went up 64 pips. If you see how sexy it is, drop sexy AF in the chat bar. OMG, look at it. Like clockwork. I can't make this up. It breaks, it retests, it trades. I draw 2 lines. I wait for it to break above my my resistance or my support for a sell or a buy. And it just does the same thing. Look at here in the past again. Look at this. I mean, and the more advanced you get, the more you can start to see something. I mean, yeah, it didn't all the way break. However, like, depending on where this line was, like this line could have been like down here. So if we see it, what did it do? It broke the black line. It retest right here. Bam, you would have entered the market at this red candle. You only need 30 pips. So, I mean, that would have been getting you right at 30 pips, right? So it's sexy AF. So let's remark it up, right? Go back to the hour, right? It's just so sexy. And it's going to do the same thing. You really don't, like Akil said, you really can leave the lines up there. I'm just going to remark it up just for teaching purposes, right? Now, like I said, I do mine slightly different. It's almost, it's the same thing. It's just, I'm not putting 2 lines on there. I'm just doing 1 line, right? So here's what the market presently is. I look to my left, right? I'm looking for my, what people might want to say higher highs, right? So let me see. I actually can lift this up a little more. Put it about right there. About right there, right? About right there is good. And like I said, sometimes I look at the 4-hour chart just to make sure that I just want to see like what's popping on the 4-hour. Like where is it tapping at? Like where is it tapping out at? We want to make the market tap out, right? So bam, that's looking good for me because wow, when I look in the past, when I'm looking back at the past, I'm seeing the market right here couldn't break that structure. It couldn't break it there. It couldn't break it there. It's struggling to break it right there. Even from this angle coming down, it couldn't break it. It got stuck, couldn't break it right there. So I don't gotta go all the way back far. Look at this consolidation. This is a hot area for me. I don't even have to go all the way back, right? So boom, that's my resistance. Now what am I looking for, y'all? What am I looking for now? Somebody say something? Am I okay? Let me see. Somebody put it in a group. Bam, we're looking for that support. Yes, I see some sexy AFs in the group. Let's get it. So yeah, we're looking for those support, right? So that's what market currently is. I'm gonna kind of just put it like right there where the market currently is still in process. But once again, we can fact check it. Let's fact check it. I love to check the facts. Look at this black line that I choose for my support. It got stuck right here. It got stuck right here. It got stuck right here. It got stuck right there. It got stuck right there. Baby, I feel really good. Look at it once again. This is kind of like how I check my area, but like ISIS, this is really a good area. Like, has the market really been like responding to that area? And look, remember, this is the black line for the support. The market couldn't break it there. It couldn't break it there. It couldn't break it when it was on top of it as a, support. So for me, I feel like that's a good area. I mean, I could keep going, So this is our setup. Here we are. It's either going to break above or below. If it break above, we're buying. If it break below, we're selling. That is really it, you guys. Like, I wish I could tell you that you had to wait for the M's and W's to cross back forward or all the other stuff. A lot of times, like, I like to keep it really simple. I've been doing this strategy for almost 2 years. And what I noticed is there's so many ways to trade the market. But for me, indicators and all of that makes my head hurt. So I need something very, very simple and straight to the point. And so for me, this was very easy because I didn't have to wait for nothing to cross. I'm not looking at the mustard, the mayo. I'm not looking at the ketchup. When y'all start talking like that in the group, I'm like, I don't even know what they're talking about. And I don't even want to learn to care to talk about it. Know what y'all talking about. Because if something is working for you, don't try to cram your brain to learn everything. So to make sure I understand correctly, you choose the highest high for your ceiling and the lowest. Yep, that's correct. Yep, and we'll do another one. So basically this one is marked up. I wait for the retest on the 15-minute chart. Sometimes, depending on how I'm looking at it, I may do a retest on the 5-minute chart, but it really just depends, right? But more so, I'm waiting on the 15-minute chart for it to break and retest, right? So all you do is you choose your take profit because I don't know your trading plan. I'll just say this green line right here is where I put that black line at, that is, I'm gonna change it to green. That's the first take profit for the sale. And if you look, if y'all see it, y'all see it. Look how sexy it is. How ironic that the take profit is another level of resistance. Look at this area right here. If we look at this green line, that's why it's so simple, y'all. Like, it's so freaking simple. Like, look at this green line being tested. It couldn't break here, right? We go in the past, same thing. Look at it. Look how it comes down to this level before it goes back up. This is the level. And it's 30 pips. 30 pips is a sweet spot. Look at it again. Look at this area right here. From here to here is a thing. They got a thing going on. I don't know if y'all see it or not, but they got a thing going on. Right? Look at how the price is getting boxed up between these two lines. And this line is my take profit. So that's why I'm feeling confident that guess what it did in the past is going to do in the future, baby. It's going to just keep doing the same thing, y'all. The same thing over and over and over. I guess the kill card, these frog legs, I don't really have a name for them. They just lines, right? Right. So that's going to be the take profit if you're doing 30 pips. There goes the take profit if you're doing 30 pips for the buy, right? And it's the same thing. Look at that. Bam, area been touched before. Bam, area been touched before. Bam, area been touched before. I can't make this up. I just can't. Bam, area being tested before. Do y'all see it? If y'all see it, I want y'all to drop some eye emojis in the group. Like, I want y'all to drop some eye emojis in the group if y'all see it. Like, if y'all see the pattern, right? What's going on, social media world? Peace, y'all. Yo, if you see the pattern, drop some eyes. I gotta make sure y'all see this. Okay, we got a couple eyes in there. That's it, y'all. Like clockwork. It do it over and over again. All right, bet we're gonna drop that one. Let's do another one. Same thing, sexy AF. This was a 2-piece combo right here. Look at this. I can't make this up, y'all. I had my ceiling, I had my floor, I had my ceiling, I had my floor, I had my ceiling, I had my floor. Guess what I got? Bingo. Market finally came out. It broke out. Sexy AF. It retests back to the area it broke out. Phew. All the way to take profit one. Let's get it. And let's get it. And then guess what? It came back and did the same exact thing. It broke. It retest, traded. Right? Retest, traded. Guess what it's doing right now? Retest to probably keep trading down. You can keep these lines on here. It's gonna keep eating the same points. I love it, right? But we're gonna mark it all up just for like teaching purposes. But you can use the same lines on here, y'all. Like for real. And like it really shouldn't take you a long time to mark this chart up. Like once you know, that's why you have to do the chart work. If you don't do the chart work, you're not gonna be able to zip through it like this. Like a lot of people's like, well, how do you do it so fast? It's because you already see the patterns in the market, right? And that just comes from doing it over and over and over again, right? Repetition, repetition, repetition. So I would say the hardest part of trading is your mentality. Like I can mark up 5,000 of these and they'll probably hit. But the real question is, am I going to hop back in the market? Am I going to be greedy? You know, I'm going to be very transparent with y'all. That's something definitely that I always work on is my discipline. Because no matter how good your technical analysis is, like, are you still getting in over and over in multiple trades? Like, are you just taking your money and going? So that plays a big factor in it, right? So this line right here is going to be our take profit if it breaks above, right? And remember 30 pips. Look at how sexy this is. Bam, the market came right here before in the past and went back down. The market at least touched this line or got stuck around this line. This green line is our take profit. Same thing, look in the past. Look at that. It comes to this area. It's green line. I don't even got to go that far back in the past, right? So same thing, if it breaks below, you always measure wherever you enter in, you measure in, right? There go 30 pips right there, sexy AF. Look at, and then look at it, y'all. Do y'all see it real quick? Can y'all just see? I want y'all, just tell me what y'all see on this green line for the bottom. Like, are we getting some activity there or what? Somebody come on mute. Somebody tell me something. All right, let me see what we got in chat bar. If you're just coming on, make sure you go ahead and follow me on IG real quick. If y'all just hopping on social media, make sure y'all follow me on IG. Follow me on IG real quick. You see it? Okay, she see it. We got people on Facebook world saying they see it, baby. Let's see. We got one person that said they see it in the chat. Okay, got the eyes up there. Just in case you don't see it, follow me real quick, right? So I'm deciding to use this green line as my take profit when it sells. And we make our way back in the past. All right, let's just go back in the past so y'all can see it with me, right? Look at how this area has been tested in the past. This area has came through, hit this this green line in the past on both angles from a support and a resistance. Bam, and hit it right here again, and hit it right here again. It came down and hit this area. It's always targeting this area. It's always hitting this area. It's taunting it. It's playing with it, right? So I know in my mind's eye, if I just keep going back in the past, let me see. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can go far, far, far back, y'all, but I don't want to go that far back. It looks like it hasn't been in this area in a minute, though. That's for sure, right? But I want to see it come down to these areas, right? So that's all we're waiting on, y'all. That's it. That's all, right? We got a couple. We got about 3 more. All right, so boom. Let me see. I think this one was another one. I can't really tell y'all what angle, but definitely these were the take profits for the buyer sale. We're gonna redo this one. And some of these charts may be good because we did do some chart markups already last night. Some of them probably hit and some of them probably didn't. But once again, I'm identifying my support and my resistance, right? So if the market is right here where this cute green candle is, I look to my left and I look for the next quote unquote higher high. Some people could have put it there. You also could have put the line here and had a 3-piece combo, right? It's called a three-piece combo. It's called, the three-way. I call this the three-way right here. Why? Because you can hit it three ways. So it can either do that, it can come back down, right? Come back up, retest like we wanted to do, sell down, right? Or this bad boy, not to confuse y'all, but this bad boy can come up, retest, and then that black line will probably be to take profit. Or you patiently wait till it breaks all the way up here. So you got basically 3 entry points, right? It just depends on what type of trader you are. So when I first came here, I put the line here, right? And let me make that a little darker than all of them. I put it here. But I was like, you know what? This line has been tested too. So if you're the type of person where you want to enter here, you can enter there too. But basically this is a 3-piece combo. You can enter from any way that you see it, right? That's the 15 pip move. And then we look at the past, look at what it's doing in the past though. Like it's just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, over and over again. Look at this. Same lines. Look, same thing, right? It's coming through these points, and where we are now, present day, is coming through these points. So we want to see it either break below this black line for sale, right? And if it confuses you, I don't know if I want to take this off or not. Let me just take it off so it won't confuse us, since we've been doing 2 lines. That's if you get a little bit more advanced, right? Let's just do these 2 lines so it won't confuse you guys. So I got my resistance and I got my support, right? So it's going to either break above for a buy or break below for a sell, right? All you do is, if you're doing 30 pips, you measure your entry point to wherever your desired take profit is. Everybody's don't do 30 pips, but it's a good spot. Now look at this. This green line is our take profit. Do y'all see it? Do y'all see it? If y'all see it, drop the eyes. Let me see if y'all gotta see why look at why do we feel confident if it buys up that the market's gonna come here? Does anybody see it? Let me see. Okay, we got some eyes in there, Robert. All right, cool. So y'all give me 1 second. Drop some more eyes in there. Y'all give me 1 second real quick. Okay, y'all, my bad. I had to check my tea. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. So yeah, y'all see it. Look at it from before. Look at where the market has came and got stuck before in the past. Like in the past, this green level has been tested. In the past, when this green level was a support to these candles, it came down. It couldn't break the line. It couldn't break a line. It finally did. And when it did, it had trouble coming back up and breaking it again. So in my mind's eye, my mind says, guess what, Isis? Guess what? Let me tell you something. The market, if it breaks up, is going to go back to this point where it likes to go back to. Just like that, y'all. No secret. It's really no secret. Let's look at the 30 pips down. 30 pips down right here. Same thing. Look at that. Ooh, look at this. Look at this green line right here, y'all. Look at it with me. Look, the market keeps tagging this area. Tag, 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 tag. Look. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go to the 4 hours. Time. Stage time. Ooh, 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 ooh. I might gotta go too far back, so I may not go it. So look at this. Same thing. Green line. Bam. Green line. Bam. Green line being tested. Bam. All in here. Can I get a witness, baby? Let's get it. Same thing over and over, like clockwork. That's why I love this strategy. 2 lines. It's either gonna break above, it's gonna break below. Period. That's it. You're not waiting for the MA to cross, none of that. You're just waiting for it to break above, break below. Let's see what we got in chat bar. I see it. All right, y'all, we got one more. It's an XRP trade. Oh, XRP, I still have this one. I could drop it in the group. It's still acting funky. AUD USD, that was one. Same thing, it flew straight through though. Here it go right here. Look, sexy AF. Once again, top had a bottom, had a top, had a bottom. It finally broke out. Look, right there, it inched out. It broke out. It retest. Look at that. Could have gotten in right there, traded. Take profit right down there, 30 pips, baby. I can't make this up. I cannot make it up. And now look, it switched flops and it went the opposite way. Break, retest, trade. Right? So let's mark this one up too. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you do the chart work, you're going to know how to see this market. It's going to do the same thing. And if you marry a pair, if you just pick one pair to be monogamous to, you really get to learn that relationship. You get to learn how it moves and all of that, right? Like, that's how you know, like, this candle is going to hit this black line because, like, why? It did it before in the past. Look how this black line is being tested. So I'm feeling like, you know what? This is going to come back to that black line too, you know? So so I drew this is like the highest point for this, where this candle is right here, this next highest point. And I look for my lower lows. I look to my left. This is the next area of like low candles. And if I do my fact check, let's fact check, because you know facts, they tell the truth, right? Look at this. Oops. I just get a little excited sometimes, y'all. I just get a little excited. Look at this area being tested. Test. Testing. 1, 2, 1, 3. Look at this area being tested. Bam. Tested from that way. I love it. All angles, baby. Same thing. This area is like an area where the market likes to be tested. So I'm like, you know what? You want to play tricky games? I want to see you pass before I get in. And look at how sexy and coincidentally the take profit is going to be. If it breaks down for a sale, look at how sexy the take profit gonna be though, y'all. It's right there in a known area where the market likes to go. Come on now, can I get a witness? It's like clockwork, and it did it before. Look, same take profit if it falls. Like, come on, like that's all that it really is, y'all. But see, that's the thing. You gotta stick with one thing. You can't get too like fascinated. There's gonna be a lot of stuff in that Telegram group. Everybody gonna be doing a lot of different stuff, a lot of different strategies. But if you just stick with one, stick to your guns, stick to what you're doing. Somebody told me don't trade US 30. I said, man, I got a connection with it. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to be coachable on that one. Like, that is the pair that I get down with. So sometimes you gotta like, when you're trading intuition, you gotta like listen to your voice. You're your biggest at anything. God is within you, so you gotta listen to yourself. Sometimes you got, and I know it's like a thin line. It's really a thin line, because sometimes your ego will get in the way, and you like, well, I'm listening to myself. But sometimes there may be somebody there with some advice. It's really hard to explain, you know. But yeah, you gotta definitely, you know, sometimes listen to yourself. But that's sexy AF, y'all. Look at that. Like, I can't make this up, y'all. So look, I'm gonna drop these in a group. Just know that if it does have a green line, that is a stop loss. I mean, take profit. You would do your stop loss based off of your entry. I don't do stop losses. So like, if you was to enter here, then you will go 30 pips back. So your stop loss will be there if you was to enter on a buy. You know what I'm saying? So y'all pretty much do that. Does anybody have a request? I could do like a request markup. His music is blowing me right now. What happened to my jams? It's supposed to be tuned out. Anybody got it up here real quick? Let's see if anybody of them crack yet. Ain't none of them crack yet. So look at this. We got some action on the. Okay, I seen it in the group. We got some action on the GBP. So look, it's breaking our area. So what we're gonna do, y'all? We got 7 minutes. We want to see what? We want to see this candle come back down and retest. This next candle, we want to see red. It don't always do that. Sometimes it flies through. Right? Sometimes it flies through. Let's see where our take profit is. Take profit is right there. Where this green line is. Let's look. It might fly through. Right? It may flew through. That's why sometimes I look for the I do look for the retest on the 5-minute chart, right? But look, it's happening right there in our face. So let's look real quick and see if anything else, everything else is still, look, it's happening. See, these things happen fast, y'all. I can't make this up. Like, look at this. This already did the break, retest. This literally was the trade right here. So that's literally already like 16 pips in profit. But what we're doing is it already broke this area. So look what we got. We got this cute little green candle forming, which is good. Because look, we wanted to break, we wanted to retest, and that's the take profit, right? So that's what we're waiting on. Depending on how you drew it, like depending on where you put your lines at, if you guys look at it, if I move it just a little bit, this could be considered the break, the retest, and then the trade. Right there, like I said, it's already 18 pips of profit. But we moved ours a little bit different. So now look at it. It broke. Now we're waiting on 13 minutes for this to retest. We should start to see after 13 minutes the next candle's falling. All right, so it's happening right here in our face. All right, cool. Let's look at the chat bar. That's the last one I do. And I'm gonna have my tea. What are some of the best pairs for new people never try? It just all depends on what session you're gonna be trading on. If you're trading right around now, and you want to definitely make sure you go through your academy too. Like you don't want to just go through the academy like, okay, I'm done. I went through the academy. Like you want to like what I did is I made flashcards. You need to make like flashcards like this is the time the New York session opened, and these are the times, these are the pairs I trade with New York session. These are the times that London session is open, and these are the pairs that I trade. So it's really nothing about like the best pair. It's really about like what time session are you going to trade on. So like if you're going to trade New York, what pairs are in New York, right? And if you don't know that, then you definitely need to know that, right? Like I wouldn't really say best pairs. I would just say like what time do you want to trade, and then whatever time you're going to trade, find the ideal pairs in that session and pick it like that. Does that make sense? Let's see what we got. Yeah, yep, that's what you want to do. Yep. Well, yeah, that's what you want to do with them flashcards. That's what I had to do. Like I had to do that. So if nobody doesn't have another pair, I'm probably gonna get ready to end this out, y'all, because I literally stayed up till about 4 a.m. with the squad, and we were literally just marking up charts and chilling. So I literally had like 3 hours of sleep, y'all. Look at that, sexy AF. Look, it's doing what we wanted to do. It's doing what we wanted to do. So let me get these markups to y'all so y'all can see it, but it's doing exactly what we wanted to do. We're happy that it broke. We see it trying to retest. We want that bad boy to keep going up because there go our take profit right there, like clockwork, y'all. Does anybody have any questions before we hop off of here? Oh, somebody will say go. Okay, we're gonna look at gold real quick. That's gonna be our last one. Okay, we're gonna look at gold. I do not trade gold, but I'm gonna do it for y'all. Gold be so bipolar, y'all. All right. So same thing. Look at it, sexy AF. I can't make look. I already got the rules up here. We already marked this up. So we marked this up. We had a resistance. We had a support. The market went. The market went. The market went. Look at this, sexy AF. The market broke out right here in this little cute green candle. Bam. The retest happened right here. Bam. And all TPs hit. Shabam. 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 I can't make this up, baby. I can't make this up, baby. Break, retest, trade. That was a good, I don't know, this is gold, so I don't really trade gold. I don't know if this is 30 pips, 300 pips. But let's just say your goal would have been hit. All the take profits hit. Break, retest, trade. 2 lines. All I do is 2 lines. 2 lines, that's it. 2 lines, break, retest, trade. You could have put a buy limit right here. As soon as it would have broke, you could have set a buy limit right here. You could have wait till it knocked you in a trade. Now it just depends. Sometimes with the limit orders, like because it depends on where your stop loss is, because it did draw back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It did draw back. But ultimately, you will want to enter like right there. So let's remark gold up. All right, let's remark it up. All right. So what we identifying, all I'm looking for is my support and my resistance. That's it. 2 lines. 2 lines. That's it. 2 lines. Right. That's all I'm looking for is 2 lines. So okay. Look at this, y'all. Sexy AF. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Look at that. 2 lines. That's it. Beautiful. It's either gonna break above for a buy or break below for a sale. I don't know if this is 30 pips. Like I'm gonna let y'all measure that. However, here is what we're waiting for. And just judging, you could take profit, like look around this area where it started to, like, you know what I'm saying? Same thing like down here, like look at this. It do the same thing, y'all, over and over and over again. Break, retest, trade. Right here, broke this whole thing, broke the black line, and retested right here. These green candles, trade, bam, sheesh. Can't make this up. It did it again. It came back up. It retested again. Boom. Could have entered again on another entry. Bam. Did the same thing. Came back up. Retest. Bam. These little red candles. So you could have ate off of all of this going back and forth, retesting from the original area a lot. Could have ate 3 or 4 times off of this. I love it, y'all. I love it. I'm glad y'all hopped on and joined in, family. I do this every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. I should have the Trade Nation schedule out today so you guys can be knowing what time these calls are getting on. What times to get on. One thing that I would definitely say, you guys, because I'm very big on organization and staying organized like a boss, is that you need to program these calls in your cell phone. You need to program them in your cell phone calendar, and you need to put the links, because you don't have to ask, what's the link to this call? What's the link to that call? If you're already coming prepared, if you're already tapping into being prepared, basically, right? So let's be bosses. Let's crush the day. Let's get these chart markups. I'm going to send them to y'all. If y'all enjoyed the class and y'all feel like y'all got some value, I just want you to definitely drop some fire in the Telegram group, because we want more people to be able to come on here and make money in the rising, right? So let me just see what we have in the chat bar. Okay, let's go. Thank you. So basically, there's no money to be made in any pair you marry, long as you study and learn with them. Yeah, you can use this on any pair, but it's just a rule of thumb that, like, if you study a pair, you get to really know its moves. I used to trade all pairs, but most so I focus on US 30 and S&P because I want to know their moves. Don't get me wrong, I do trade Forex too. I have I trade like GBP in the EU pairs, GBP and EU pairs, because I trade New York session, right? And I may do London sometimes too, right? So, anywho, guys, I'm gonna drop these. Remember, the black lines is what we're waiting for it to break above or break below. Some of them may have the green lines at the take profit and may not. You just basically do your own take profit. But I love you guys. Tonight, I teach a class at 7 o'clock on how to build the business. So if you're interested in taking that residual check and throwing that residual check in your trading account versus trading with a little cute $100 and $200, definitely hop on my class tonight. And I'm going to show you guys how to build a successful business. I love you guys, and I'll catch you at the beaches and the banks all around the world. Peace.